Pour me one of those.
Pour it yourself.
Well, you're in a foul mood. What's the matter, Julian? Didn't trample your quota of small businesses today?
Hardly.
Well, then why the mood?
Because even as we speak, Luis Lopez-Fitzgerald and my sister are dining à deux at that Tomaine Palace the locals call the Lobster Shack.
Sheridan and Luis have a date?
Yes, that's right, and Father's in a rage about it. So no telling who'll suffer his wrath.
Son, what have you done?
Good evening, Luis. Hey, bud. Table ready? It's right this way.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm gonna order the biggest lobster on the menu.
Ooh, so am I.
Are you ready to order?
Sheridan?
I'll have the garden salad.
And your entree?
Oh, none, just the salad's fine, thank you.
You gonna order anything else?
I'm not very hungry, thanks.
Sir, what would you like?
Actually, I'd like a few more minutes, please.
What?
All right. There's something we need to talk about. Something we need to settle, or I'm taking you home right now.
What's wrong, Luis?
This whole situation, this date we're having, I think it's time that we lay a few ground rules. And no matter how good the food is, we're both gonna leave here with a bad taste in our mouth.
Ground rules? What ground rules?
Well, first of all, we have to speak openly and honestly to each other. And tell each other how we really think and feel.
We never had trouble with that before.
Well, you know what? We're having trouble tonight. Now, I want you to have a good time tonight. I want us both to have a good time. But that's not gonna happen if we're worried about what we're gonna say to each other is gonna cause an argument.
Us? Argue? No.
Okay. Now here's the most important rule. And it's the one that you absolutely, positively have to promise to follow. Or we're out of here. Got it?
First, tell me the rule.
That's a tough one. But I'm sticking to it. You have to order what you want off the menu. Yeah, I don't care if it's 3 lobsters or a pound of caviar. And to be honest with you, I don't even think the Lobster Shack has caviar. But you have to tell me if that's what you want, because I'll make him go get it.
You may regret what you're saying.
No way. You know, I didn't bring you out so you could order a salad and a glass of water. Okay? When I take a woman out on a date, it's first class all the way. And frankly, I'm kind of offended that you don't think that I can afford these prices. I'm a big shot cop in town, you know.
Well, you did arrest me, didn't you?
All right. So we're gonna get the waiter back here. We're gonna reorder. Deal?
Deal. I'll have the same salad, but I'll have that before the lobster. And make that your biggest lobster.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'll have the same. And a bottle of Pinot Grigio, please.
Your best bottle. Did I do okay?
You did just fine.
I don't believe it.
Sheridan and Luis on a date? I didn't think they could even stand each other.
I warned him.
About what?
I mean, he knows full well that Julian and Alistair Crane are after his hide. I mean, this will only make them come down on him even harder.
But surely they are not going to interfere on his and Sheridan's personal life.
Oh, really? The Cranes think they have a right to interfere in anyone's life.
Sam, aren't you coming down a little hard on them? I mean, if Luis makes Sheridan happy, why wouldn't her brother and her father be happy for her?
Because a lowly police officer is not the type of guy that the Cranes would allow into their almighty family. I mean, you take it from me. If a poor guy wants to marry into that family, into any of those arrogant, old money families, well, he's gonna have a boatload of trouble.
So, how are things in Harmony PD these days? No major crime waves to report?
Hardly.
I remember you mentioned you were hoping to make detective. How's that going?
Nowhere. I was planning on taking the test, but missed it.
I'm surprised. I mean, that job seemed like it meant a lot to you. I would have thought you'd be the first one there.
Yeah, well, I was out of town at the time.
New Mexico? I'm sorry, Luis. When's the next test?
Not for a year.
I'm sure you'll pass it.
Thanks. Well, anyway, you know, even if I do, it doesn't mean I'll get promoted. There has to be a space open. And it would really help right now if I could crack a high-profile case or make a tough arrest.
Well, I've seen your determination. When you want something, you get it. I have complete faith in you.
Well, thanks. But it's not just for me. You know, I want it for my family.
I remember you saying that detective paid more.
Well, yeah, not by crane standards, but...
Which is hardly a measuring stick for majority of the world.
Well, that's true. You know, but with that extra money, I could really help Miguel and Teresa's college funds, and I hopefully even convince my mother to stop working at the mansion.
I would like it if she could stop working too. If anyone deserves to sit back and enjoy life, it's Pilar.
Yes, she does. You know, I just want my family to have a shot at a good life, a better life.
I know.
And I feel like the whole key to my family's future depends on my getting that promotion to detective. Now, isn't this better than salad?
I'd say this is better than just about anything.
What is it, Julian?
It's about one of your men, Officer Lopez-Fitzgerald.
Here it comes. You're in for it now, Luis.
I'm never getting meat out of that.
Ta-da!
How'd you do that?
Practice, practice, practice.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. You cranes eat lobster all the time.
Hi.
Gwen, what are you doing here?
I'm meeting Ethan for dinner. Hi, Luis.
You win.
Hey, Gwen.
Hi.
Luis, I hate to interrupt, but I need to talk to you alone. Police business.
Sam,
Go ahead, Luis. It's fine. I can talk to Gwen.
Good seeing you.
Me too.
What is going on? Are you on a date with Luis?
Yes. And before you say anything, yes, I remember our last conversation when you said that two people from different economic classes couldn't work, but I think you're wrong. I think it can work wonderfully.
so, what's up, Sam?
Someone just made a large donation to the department. A donation that will give you everything you've ever dreamed of.